4:27 sorry 14:27 GMT, and in 3 minutes the New York equities will open, and I'm looking for a long trade in here at first, because general pattern that I use in S&P. So when the market opens, generally it takes out a low that was made in the off session market, and then begins to, so if this is the low and then it comes down, and this is the, let's say, shelf in here, and then it begins to shift above the shelf and then comes down and then reaches for the liquidity up. So I want to be entering this area. So same sort of pattern I'm looking for at the market open today again, and I think this is the liquidity which is in charge right now. So you can see it's currently holding this bit and not really moving. So if this move goes down below this low or below this low, and then I'm looking for a failure pattern above the move that drove us below the low and failure of shelf to get back into the trade, and possibly targeting something in this area, because this bit of liquidity is already pushed in here with this movement down, and there could possibly something in here, and this was pulling something from there. So I think if we were to take a long, then I think that we should target something in this area for a scalp, and then possibly I think something in here. We'll see, but let's see. Looking for a market open trade again in S&P. So looking for first any move below those lows and see what happens. It would be good if it maintains within this this base boundary. So this is a base from the higher time frame. If we go on a 1 hour chart, so you can see this little base coming out, which is currently holding the price, and if it does come into this pink area, we could take a trade again. Not so much interested in this this area, but let's see how price comes into that. So in 30 seconds we go, and let's see if we do find anything. Okay, so nothing much. 2 minutes into the market open. So one thing that I want to point out is that, so this is the opening candle, so we went back up and really cleaned up this area, and after cleaning this area, it's coming back down. So if this move has cleaned this up, and this move was already picking up liquidity from this area, then this move down, which is currently going, this should maintain, otherwise we'll go back up into deeper levels. So waiting for that. If it could just come below those lows possibly, and then try to shift, we can get on board that way. So looking for that same trade now. Okay, so now you can see it's hitting a little bit of a liquidity in this area, and just in this area, because this actually move was holding all these areas. So if you see this move picks up liquidity, comes back up into this empty area, comes back down, feeds off this shelf, or you can say base tag, whatever. So comes back up again, hits the pre breaking point, comes back down again, picks up more of what picked up this base initially, and then comes back down up into new upper, comes back down again to pick up this liquidity, then comes back up, really cleaning up this inventory. So this down move should go. So if price comes above this area and then makes a retest, then I'll take a long. So now let's see, just pull this out. Yeah, so if it comes back, and now if it goes like this, so this is nice. So long in here, the stop will go beyond this level, because we still do run the risk of price coming into this area and then bouncing. But the first take profit goes in here, because I think there's a little bit of liquidity, and given the pressure is to the downside, I think we can see a little bit of a stalling in here. So let's see how this one goes, but long in here. So the fill is actually 31 area, so a bad fill, not a bad, but something in this area. And let's see if it could just run up, and we could take a 60 to 70% out in here and then go from there. Let's see. I've scaled my SL from this area to this area, just because, you know, I think that if this area was to release, and if this area was to release, then it should have released like 2-3 minutes after my entry. The reason being that this area is fairly cleaned up from this area, and now this area is carrying liquidity. Now these highs show me that there is something available in here which is trying to push the price down. So if it does move down, I don't know if it moves down, but I want to protect myself, because if it does move down, then according to me there is nothing much that could stop us from going down until in this area. So I might just take a stop in here, might even move it to here, but take my stop in here and then look for another pattern. See, same pattern, but another formation of the pattern to run us back into this or this. But and I'm keen on looking for a run up, because you can see this open, this quite open run into the open of the market, not the open of the market, but like open of the Asian session. So I'm looking for a little bit to draw this to draw into this range and see where we go from there, and closely watching this pound. So I'm long a pound in this area. I think that's 342. I'm long at something in this area only, and I'm looking for a little drawback into this range. Now pound is very interesting. We could go into this discussion a bit later, but just for now focusing on S&P. So let's see how it reacts in here, if it does makes its way through. But now it looks a little bit better, but this move should hold. I think I'll just move my stop in here. So if 31 is entry, then the stop is around 26. Not much, because if it starts to run, then I'm looking for a little bit of a deeper move from here. So let's see. Okay, so 70% of the position is out right in here. So we made a move into this area, and now it's stalling. So given that if this move begins to fail, or if it comes below this area, let's call it 34.2, then I'll be looking for a move down into this area, something in this area, or possibly lower. We'll have to see. But so far I think I would like if this move just continuously moves into this area. This is a shelf on this 1 minute, and pretty much on every scale actually, a bit of a base like above this shelf area in here. But I think we can stall in here. Then let's see, this could actually represent a short opportunity. I'm not so keen, because this is the off session market. I would much rather look for a short in this area. But given how dealt back, not dealt back, but it's how dealt it is in this scale, I would hesitate. But let's see, if it does move quite thin and inefficiently, then we might even take it. But I think we can look for a short in here also. But I think I'll just close this long position in here, or might just leave 10% in here. And the stop, I'll just stop now actually comes stop. I'll just move it below this low at 28. I think is the best position, because 28, yeah, I'm moving it to 28, and let's see where it goes from here. Now pound has also finally released, and it's made this nice base in here, so which I think should be holding. And let's just take this and let's do like this in here, and keep the stop just below in here, and see. So just to explain pound quickly. So this is the 1 hour chart, and for today I was trying to take a long in pound. The reason was that so I took a first long in this retest in here, and then trailed my stop until I got stopped out in here, and then again I took a trade in, I think this, yeah, below this low in this area, and then scaled something in out in here, and then was stopped out in this area. So the reason for me looking for a long is this. So if we go on a 1 hour chart, and so this liquidity is picking the last bit of area from this to this left, and this is moving the price down, and this is the tag in here which is moving the price down below this low, and this move down is breaking the shelf. So now this move up needs to maintain. if this move up begins to fail, then we'll be seeing lower levels, which it did. So now we came back up into this tag. This was the liquidity that I traded, and then we came back down, consolidation in here, and then breaks down, comes into this area, reacts, moves up, now cleaning this last bit of area in here with this wick. Actually, you can't see it, but there's this is the wick that came to the lower end, and then we sort of went back and cleaned up this shelf area. We came back down, started to consolidate. This is the rollover and Asian session, so thin movement, and then we came back down and cleaned up this area, actually moved below, newer pickup, then cleans up this area, this little, not shelf but base, let's call it, and then this move down is in control, and this move down begins to shift in here first for the first time, and then second a little bit in here. The only concern that I have is that this liquidity is not rich. The reason I'm saying this, because if you go on the left side, so we can see, this is only picking up the top side in here. This is a good movement, good 200 pips, comes back down, reloads, and then moves another 200, I don't know, it's 200 or 180 I think, and then comes back down again and reloads on it. So the probability of holding this level is a little bit lower, but I think the liquidity on the sell side is quite weak. Even if I get stopped out in here, I'm most likely re-entering in here and here, and let's see where it stalls and how it moves. So looking for that right now. So overall, looking for pound and to trade into this area. So going on to this chart. So if we go on the 1 hour, not a 1 hour, but so this is the area, and I'm looking for price to ultimately come into this area and see how it goes from there. But to me, sell side is getting quite weaker, and I think it would be good if it could continue its move up, because this is quite depleted. But even if it makes a move down, I'm going to take a long at this big figure, and I do understand that the overall liquidity is quite weak in this buy liquidity as well. So so the structure that I could be looking for pound is this. So if it comes in this big figure, and this is the tag which is moving the price down, let's call it whatever would be the tag, and then if it could come down, I'll take a long. If not, if I get stopped out on this trade as well, then I'll look for a move above the tag to fail, and now I know that this liquidity is quite sparse, and then we can get on the retest to actually run back up into this area and possibly into something in here. So this is outlook on pound. But this is not a day trade idea, more of a swing trade, but just trying to get in line with that. I'm really unsure if this could be the move, but currently what I see, this is the base that has been formed. So if it could hold, well and good, I think we could see a move up. But if not, if it fails, so that's why this exercise is taken, to see what happens, because because the live trade would be managed much tightly, the stop would be in here. So let's see how this goes. But as far as S&P is concerned, so so we made a retest in here into this. Now this move up should maintain, and if this starts rejecting in here, I'll just close the trade. So let's wait. I got stopped out of pound in my live trade, so this is just moving. So so it came and picked up this liquidity and then went down. So my stop was just in here due to a bad spread. So I got taken out in here. So as far as S&P goes, so as S&P comes back in here, and then I closed. So I thought that it's coming in deeper, and I thought this move is coming up and this should reject. So I closed my trade in here, and I got short again in this 39 area, and the stop is actually above 50. So let's see. It looks like it's a bullish stalling in here. It should move through, I guess, and I think I would bail out of this trade now, and for the short trade, and it doesn't matter. And so far pound is same. So let's see. This is done right now, and as far as S&P is concerned, we'll see how this goes. But as far as this discussion goes, this is done.